Okay, now check it out. I just don't see either one of us budging, but if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, in one moment, would you capture it, or just let it slip? I was gonna go easy on you not to hurt your feelings, but I'm only going to get this one chance. Something's wrong. I can feel it. It's just a feeling I've got, like something's about to happen, but I don't know what. If that means what I think it means, we're in trouble, big trouble, and if he is as the man he says he is, I'm not taking any chances. You were just what the doctor ordered. It's my life. In my own words, I guess there's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future, but through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor. You gotta be able to smile through all this bullshit. And I know sometimes you just feel tired, you feel weak. When you feel weak, you feel like you just want to give up, but you gotta search within you, try and find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you and get that motivation not to give up and not be a quitter no matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face. I know that lately I've been hard to reach, I've been too long on my own. Everybody has a private world where they can be alone. Are you calling me? Are you trying to get through? Are you reaching out for me, like I'm reaching out for you? I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now, but hey, what I always tell you, straighten up little soldier, what you crying about? You got me. It's been a ride. I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now if you still are in that place and if you're trying to get out, just follow me, I'll get you there. Maybe I was just a lost soul, trapped in time, living in between life and the cracks were blind, even though we had hope for dreams that never came yet, and still we all feel pain from a lyrical lunatic. Even though I hold the weight of the whole world on my shoulders, I am never supposed to show it, my crew ain't supposed to know it, but there's a certain line you just don't cross, and he crossed it quick. No time to think, too much to do in such little list of time. I got the MCs with Skittles put to beat with rhyme, like the doc coming back just to nab me up to dump me off to the Dre. Marshall, sounds like an SOS. Holy whack, lyrical lyrics. Dre, you're fucking right. To the rap mobile, let's go. If you really want to go against me, then I'll unleash this beast and start killing you MCs. Lyrically it ain't even fun for me anymore. Fuck hip hop. When you going to see me to hop sin from one to another like I'm too darn dangerous for you, boy? You don't got no rhyme or reason, and there won't be no time to finish. You going to need it to run, yelling oh no. Hip hop is in a state of 911 and nothing can stop it and nothing can change it. My life will make you want to run away, but there's no place to run and hide. All the confusion, it's like an illusion. It's probably cause of the shrooms I'm on, and you think you started hallucinating cause my songs can make you cry, take you by surprise, and at the same time make you dry your eyes with the same rhyme. What you're seeing is a genius at work, which to me isn't work. It's easy to misinterpret it at first, but I'd be goddamned if another rapper gets to dissing me on a track. I'll hit the past and I split every rap as if it's my last. You can die in the blink of an eye, so bat your eyelashes and keep winking and blowing kisses. You're flirting with death, I'm destroying your livelihood. I ain't just hurting your rep. Sit back homie, relax. In fact, grab a six-pack, kick back while I kick facts. Tell Dre, sick track, perfect way to get back. Wanna hear something wick whack? If I have half a chance, I'll grab it. Tell that rabbit to run. When I'm going back to Cali, I'm going back to Cali. They must have forgot this is a rap. Go call you a doctor, yelling I need a doctor, bitch. Who do you think sent you the doctor? It wasn't that easy to D to Derek, right? M and me. When I get thrown in the booth, you know I'm flipping me off, looking in the mirror saying right back at M. When I show you this whole other side I wanted to not show you, so you know you're not dealing with some fucking marshmallow little soft yellow punk pussy whose heart's failing, but I'd be goddamned if you nailing any nails in this coffin when I'm healing myself. I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Big said it increase the complication. I ain't the one when an Uzi weighs a motherfucking ton, and you just a student of the game that taught me. We know you're rocking every rocking every stage, and I'm awfully underrated but came here to correct it so it ain't mistaken. I'm going to say that for the record. I am the opposite of whack, opposite of weak, opposite of slack. I got lots of heat, a closest to a peak, far from a punk. You oughta stop talking to me and start trying to catch up, motherfucker. Now you get it or you don't, cause I got it and you thought you had it but you don't. When M and me got beef, we let the whole world know it. If you got beef, let the whole world know it, and let's take it to the streets. M, let the whole world know it. It's the chance for your big career. Don't blow it, cause my homies on this side now, and no, I ain't finished talking about it till you know you're finished. When I just diminished your whole rap and I have returned. So what do you say to somebody you hate or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? Wanna resolve things in a bloodier way? Just study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy giving me an awkward eye. What you looking at? And strangled him off in the parking lot. I don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. I'm harder than me trying to park a Dodge, but I'm drunk as fuck right next to a humongous truck in a 2-car garage, hopping out with 2 broken legs trying to walk it off. Fuck you too, bitch. Call the cops. I'ma kill you and them loud ass motherfucking barking dogs. And when the cops came through, me and Dre stood next to a burnt down house with a can full of gas and a handful of matches, and still weren't found out right here. So from here on out it's the Chronic 2, starting today, and tomorrow's the new, and I'm still loco enough to choke you to death with a Charleston chew. Slim Shady hotter than a set of twin babies in a Mercedes Benz with the windows up and the temp goes up to the mid-80s, calling men ladies. Sorry doc, I take each individual degenerate's head, reach into it just to see if he's influenced by me, if he listens to music, if he feeds into this shit. He's an innocent victim and becomes a puppet on the string of my tennis shoe. My name is Slim. I told you I can be shady, don't take it personal. I'll probably be the first one to send myself back in time to beat my own ass and make myself feel this freestyle flow just like I can make you do this. And when you do, just tell them you knew this and give them the bird and flip them off saying if you don't like this then you can light it up, cause I was high when I wrote this. I can give a fuck less about this life to success. I look at the whole picture and just say fuck this, and if you don't like it then you can just suck this when I bust it out, pull it out and smack you across the face for talking that shit. It's all about that respect, and right now I just don't give a shit. I'm aiming for whatever, like fuck what I hit. I said that I'll blast them all just to get that one shot at you, cause all I need is that one shot, and all they're going to see is me in this one box, coming out on the scene like I just crept up on your ass so fast you ain't even heard the gunshot blast, to the register pop, to the give me the cash. Like this is some of that flip top money making hustling schemes, plotting to the story of big dreams, to someday make it to become big things, to leave up out this bitch cause living in the city now ain't that about a bitch getting caught up with a felony or a possession of a bitch. Gots my dog Casper, the one and only yellin' man, fuck that bitch. All I need is that one box of gumdrops to bribe them dumb cops from all the gunshots, cause when that gun drops is when all that fun stops. Everybody halts and stops and calls the cops. All they see is bitches out running in their halter tops. You all will get shot whether it's your fault or not. I run blocks just to catch up to that one fox in the back of the parking lots, selling rocks like a bitch would be out sucking cocks. I just be out still surviving shots, outrunning the cops, reloading the Glocks till one of us drops, praying for the day that it stops, never knowing when it will, so I pray for my moms and pops. My 2 Glocks with 7 shots, outrunning 3 blocks with 2 cops and unlimited roadblocks behind me, but only one walks in the shade where the sun blocks. That's why they say I'm the next best thing, beating some old fart over the head with a cane, going insane, murdering my bitch like it was a game, no shame, fire flame, going out in smoke, shoving my dick in Britney Spears' throat, making her choke on this big fat dick of mine, giving her a dime, time after time, listening to Eminem bitch in the room, beating her ass over the head with a broom, gotta go to school soon, fucking my life up worse like a curse, go to the next verse, Eminem raps worse, like, second verse, it gets worse, it gets no better than this, all you amateurs drink ephedrine piss from a Dixie cup, if you ever mix me up or confuse me with a cannabis or Dre with a Dupree, we'll rub it in every club you're in, we'll have you blackballed and make sure you never rap a fucking again, Dre ain't having it as long as I'm here to play devil's advocate. Now come along with me and creep with me, as we take a little trip down memory lane, nobody knows me with this pistol in my hand, this cruel world can do without me, how can I survive when I found my buddy hanging dead from a rope, 16 on death row, I know it's hard to do these things alone, bitch this is me so that's got to be you, who I made on TV, what you hear on CD, what appears easy, but don't get to be thinking that you can diss me for no reason and I'll let you off that easy, cause homie say what you say on that song, I'll turn around jump time and take your whole CD and make it look so easy like taking candy from a little baby, but nobody puts baby in the corner, I'm only trying to warn you, that baby gets mad he will fucking flip on you. 9th grade year, after a rumor had gone around his school that he had brought a gun to school, the security had pulled him out of his classroom and had searched him and his locker, then told him they heard he had brought a gun to school. After searching him they were getting ready to release him back to class when one of the security guards opened up one of his journals and started reading it and quickly said out loud, I think the principal needs to see this, you clearly can read my letter I had written to Interscope Records as a fan of Eminem, stating that I just write this stuff and put it into songs but not really meaning the stuff like I would do it in real life. Eminem replies back saying I never knew I would affect this kid and get him to flip this back on me. How many kids will listen to me and run up in the school with a gun when they're pissed at a teacher? Was it her? Was it him? Is it you? Is it them? It wasn't me. Slim Shady said to do it again. Damn, how much damage can you do with a pen? Man, I'm just as messed up as you would have been if you would have been in my shoes. Who would have thought Slim Shady would be something that you would have bought that would have made you get a gun and start shooting it off on his block? I just said it, I didn't know if you'd do it or not. How was I supposed to know I was the one that they would say who's crazy for saying on the first page of our story the future seemed so bright, then the saint turned out so evil, and I don't know why we are still surprised, cause even angels have their wicked schemes and you take that to new extremes. You will always be my hero, even though you have lost your mind, so if he is the man he says he is then we're in trouble, big trouble, cause I've been praised and labeled as praised, full of crazy rage, an angry teenager, nothing can change me back, gangster rap made me act like a maniac, I was boosting so influenced by music I used it as an excuse to do shit, I was stupid, no one can tell me nothing, hip-hop overwhelmed me to the point where it had me in this whole other realm, it was like isolating myself was healthy, it felt like we was on welfare but wealthy, compelled me to excel when school it failed me, expelled me, and when the principal would tell me I was nothing and I wouldn't amount to it, Marshall made his first million and counted it, now look at, a dropout that came back to, just relive it all over again. How was I supposed to know my first day in junior high? This kid said, it's you and I, 3 o'clock sharp this afternoon you die. I was always sick of brawny bullies picking on me and I my snap, I looked at my watch, it was 1:20, I already gave you my lunch money, what more do you want from me? He said, don't try to run from me, you'll just make it worse, my palms were sweaty, I started to shake at first, something told me, try to fake a stomach ache, it works, I screamed, my appendix feels like they could burst. Teacher, quick I need a nurse. What's the matter? I don't know, my leg, it hurts. Leg, I thought you said it was your tummy, I mean it is but I also got nowhere I need to be Mr. The fun and games are over, just for that stunt, you're going to get some extra homework but don't you wanna give me after school detention? Nah, that bully wants to beat you up and I'm going to let him, I never finished school, what do you expect? For me to be cool? Yes, no, I don't think so cause I was still kicked out from high school for my writings and told by his principal he would never get anywhere in life if he continued to write garbage like that. She told him not to come back until he seen a psychologist to diagnose if he was insane or a threat to others. Then in school, another voice is just telling you don't you listen to them, they just pissed at you man, they're just mad you're doing shit better than them, I swear you don't forget what they think, they don't know you, haters lie, they don't know nothing, get mad when they take it personal, this is the world we live in, tell em shit stays in urinals, complex self-esteem issues, they diss you to up themselves and make themselves feel special, understand you're up there, up where? Up here nobody can touch you, you are not a quitter, you are sicker than most of these little kids, so stop feeling bitter about yourself, you know. You're much bigger, you function on a different level, you're something like a ton bigger, your skill is humongous, you know it, so don't listen to these other kids. The world is a cold ass place, man, you can't quit. If you quit, you might as well call yourself dead. You know what I'm saying, keep moving, don't take it personal, don't let it get to you, don't let them get the best of you. Man, I look toward my goal. I move forward, I know if I stop now I'm proven that I'm no good and these haters win, I won't let that happen again. I'm a fighter, a lighter, I'm going to fight till I retire. I took a breath to rewired my wires, I'm RoboCop back from the dead, the show don't stop till I roll over rod, I know that I'm hot. I don't need people to tell me that, not even school to hold me back and tell me that I'm a failure. I'll nail your coffin, soft in your heart image. I'm starving and it is kind of crazy how I keep eating without taking a break and drinking a shake in between breaks that I barely take. I wonder if anyone out there can relate, man. I'm losing any grasp I have on my fate cause I'm so rough, soon no record deal on my plate. Half of those kids can't even see me, the other half want to be me. The ones that don't know me don't know that I'm killing beats easy. Man, I'm mad, I can't understand it. Tell the planet to kiss my ass and grab a sweater and cram it, damn it. Then after being kicked out of high school, he dedicated his love for writing even more than ever, as he would just use it for more fuel to keep him working at the dream. A short time after he was recognized as a writer, my visions as a writer, I thought I told you to be careful when you mess with me. I keep having this dream that heaven's for real, yo. This is for real, so this is for the dream. This one is our empire to Marshall's legacy. I'm not taking any chances. You were just what the doctor ordered. I've got miracle lyrical capability all in me, with the agility to escape a killer bee colony, so get your cameras and capture how miraculous. I rap for all you Draculas and showed you all how whack you was. I meant it as a diss, you don't posse's the pizzazz is this. Now if you don't got this, then you need to get this. You going to need them detectives to come and detect this. When I take you out and leave no witness, don't wanna get on my shit list. When I come back to flip this, you going to need to call up them detectives to try to detect this. When I got this neighborhood sniper taking care of business, Big Mac to the Tic Tac, give me a 6-sack to smoke on so I can toke on it. You already know, if it was the Chronic, I would be all up on it faster than you can take it, faster than I can make it. In this world, that's why they say I'm the next best thing, beating some old fart over the head with a cane, going insane, murdering my bitch like it was a game, no shame, fire flame, going out in smoke, shoving my dick in Britney Spears' throat, making her choke on this big fat dick of mine, giving her a dime, time after time, listening to Eminem bitch in the room, beating her ass over the head with a broom, gotta go to school soon, fucking my life up worse like a curse, go to the next verse, Eminem raps worse, like, second verse, it gets worse, it gets no better than this, all you amateurs drink ephedrine piss from a Dixie cup, if you ever mix me up or confuse me with a cannabis or Dre with a Dupree, we'll rub it in every club you're in, we'll have you, sure you never rap a fucking again, Dre ain't having it as long as I'm here to play devil's advocate, thugged out in baby blue, coming up to me like, who the fuck is you, now you see, what me and my crew, gotta do to you, when you leave me no choice but to blast you, you said it was going to be the last few, the last time, the last crime, that last shine of your life, when I took it, now can't you just look at your little homie lying dead over there, nothing to bear, nothing to lose, nothing to hide, now don't you see, I just don't care, I never had shit to lose it, never wanted to pick sides, to choose it, never can and never will, I told you not to mess with me, the future is in my eyes, I'm going back to Cali, going back, hanging out the sunroof saying I got to go back to Cali to live and die in LA, 5 shots above the rim made him say how do you want it, a different world, you can't see me but I still rise the ghetto gospel, I get around, to live and die in LA for the California love, hey kings never die so how do you want it, a different world, it's all about you, 2 kings from another world, hit him up for a gangsta party until the end of time, all eyes on me, I'm back reincarnated, incarcerated at the time I contemplate the way that God made it, lace M with lyrics that's legendary, I died and came back, now I hustle with these lyrics as if it's a game of crack, thugging is in my spirit, I'm lost and not knowing, scarred up but still flowing, energized and still going, I'm passing you, music is my time machine, fuck catching lightning, he struck it, screamed shut up and thundered, flipped the world upside down and made it rain upward, rewound the future to the present, paused it, don't ask how, fuck the past motherfucker, he's the shit right now, he's the man, send the fellow shady, dang came to wrap the game up and sell it for the fame, to raise hell from hell he came but didn't come to bore you with the Cinderella story, nor did he come to do the same, he can't afford to be a label, in this day and age and at this stage of the game, mediocrity can no longer be allowed to fly, so say bye to the old me, say hello to the new case of rock, consider it his last hurrah, the coup de grace, raise him high in the sky, keep him up, tell him it's time to bring the place alive, just to stay true to the game, it's a name you don't dare say when I kick it, you're scared straight rider, you fuckers fall prey to the roster, if you step any closer you will get hit with a dose of the illified pimping ass gang to bang to, and I ain't ashamed to get wicked with slang to know, when I flow, I can give you mo, get sicker than psycho and won't let the mic go, till I hear the whole crowd on they 2 feet as I go through new beats, I'm running through MCs, please you dizzy, you can say what you say on that song, go ahead and send that bomb to my mom's lawyer, I'm a problem for you boy, you think you're Tom Sawyer, till I pulled you out that storybook and stomped on you, with your fictional characters and fairy tales, you better prepare yourself, I'm back with an axe cutting you up and putting you in little sacks, passing them off as crack sacks to a kid named Max, like here kids put them in your backpacks, Diablo is back and better than ever, tickling your ass with a feather, fucking your girl Heather while her parents are out stuck in bad weather, so you better watch your back cause I'll be back but I won't be black, I'll be white, putting up a fight when they're passing me the mic, now who the fuck passed you the mic and said that you can flow, you Mike and Ike Dyke and Trike trying to be like, you really want this fist, to fist fight back on a track that's so fat you would would have a homie's back to jacket, pull a lick for that shit, you fiend it when you seen it, fuck it dog, jacket and crack it back, like you got a fat sack, from that homie, zeroing on the target like a smart man, the target is you, I shut your lane down, took your spot, parked in it too, watching it flow, lighter fluid, saliva, what can you do, go get your crew to hype you up, stand behind you like, ooh that boy's hot enough to melt hell, burn Satan too, fry his ass and put his ashes back together with glue, see you can hate him, he don't blame you, frankly he would too, this game could ill afford to lose him, how about you, now guess who, here's a clue, he came to a ball wearing a white beater, lost his Nike shoe, it's in your ass, he's in your dreams, he's all up in your mind like a psych too, now what's his name if I had a time machine, you can't take me, you stumble through break beats, you'll never fade me, scared straight you hate, when I motivate you suffer a different fate, when music I mutilate, if you wanna feel the full effect of me, hand a tech to me, kids attract static, children with automatics taking target practice on teens for starter jackets, I'm using smarter tactics, there's no one who's identical to my fresh and authentic flow, come battle me and you get smacked as hard as you act, step on stage and you get socked and pushed, I grapple and axe for them baffling acts to find babbling max, gaffling tracks, we travel in packs and ravel in facts and gravel and cracks, simple as A, B, C's, someone go tell M to skip over the D's and rock the microphone with ease, if you know your alphabet then you should know when I count my 1, 2s and 3s, if you don't know by now I can split the MCs, that's why they call me the devil dog, when you flip it you'll see that God lived to show the beast, how much in fear when you hear me you'll be shiver and shake, quiver and quake, bite a rhyme and rip it off then stiffer and ache, wither and break you slithering snake, gibbering fake, fibbering flake, it's either them or me man, kill or be killed, he got style but don't think I won't flip it, better be careful when you mess with me, if y'all got it better flaunt it, another warrant, yep, 2 of America's most wanted, forget going back to Cali, to live and die in LA when I'm hanging out the sunroof saying and God shall send his one begotten son to lead the wild into the waves of a man, after you hear a kid makes a wish and says his final prayer, they got us laced, 2 multi-millionaires catching cases, now check it, my intentions to get richer, get ready for the throwdown, from LA to Sacktown, all the way back to the city of the underground, I put the smack down, tell Dre that this shit's about to go down, picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture, hey I told you the clinical studies show that I'm cynical, it's an amazing task to battle with success, you never gave a fuck, so now I give a fuck less, I'm back using smarter tactics to overcome this slum, I won't become as dumb as some and succumb to scum, it's cumbersome, I'm trying to do well on this earth, it's been hell on this earth since I fell on this earth, I told the world one day I would pay it back, say it on tape and lay it, record it so that one day I could play it back, but I don't even know if I believe it when I'm saying that, doubt's starting to creep in, every day it's just so gray and black, hope I just need a ray of that, no one sees my vision when I play it for 'em, they just say it's whack but they don't know what dope is and I don't know if I was awake or asleep when I wrote this, all I know is you came to me when I was at my lowest, you picked me up, breathed new life in me, I owe my life to you, but for the life of me, I don't see why you don't see like I do, after a near-death experience, I made a wish then said a prayer, and asked the doctor how could I repay him with this second chance at life I was given, you could hear him saying, Father I'm running out of time, please send me a doctor, I need a doctor to bring me back to life, as I lay on the table, they operating to save me, it's like an angel came to you, sent from the heavens above, saying they think that they're crazy but they ain't crazy, shit let's face it, basically living this life as a rap star, you ain't nothing without a heart, I'm going back to Cali, I'm going back to Cali, they must have forgot this is a rap, I'll survive everything you got in that chamber, I bet while I was away you know probably some of you got to thinking your top 10 ain't ya, stop, you fuckers are talking crazy and stop interrupting, you're not even up in the conversation whether you're Tupac or famous underground, Scott or nameless, whatever your job is you came to fuck with your occupation, you're thinking just cause you came in with scrubs and you brought the scalpel and sponge the oxygen tank and the suction and shot the brain surgeon stuck in the operating room once you done, swap your name with him smuggled in Ronald Reagan if you fuck him up Donald Hagen while juggling waffles baking fucking McDonald's egg and cheese sausage bagel finagle they flung it across the table then bump it and knock it shake it jumped and got in the way then disrupted my concentration you said fuck it and lost your patience since they all woke up from sedation, ain't none of you Scott Mason, then what does it got you thinking that you can fuck with this operation, aftermath, still running hip hop amazing, I'm still plugging along, no need for your assumptions, like I got this upper class city, having this happening, then you attack Eminem cause I rap this way, I'm glad cause they feed me the fuel that I need for the fire to burn and it's burning, I have returned, oh, and I got easy to the E up in this saying and like he said right out the dumpsters he came, calling himself the beast, since I hooked up with E shit ain't ever been the same, opened up doors for that homie now he be thinking that my flow's beyond tight but what I write, I'm not joking, spiders are like tarantulas, Vandellas, living as scandalous as a television evangelist but I can handle this, step on stage and you get socked and pushed, talking that junk like you went black, guarded your back, come battle me and you get smacked as hard as you act, when I rap I represent it and will never referee in it, every minute, when I win it you never resent it, I'm forever demented, come up with funk, I'll never be scented, you got the point when I cleverly said it, Eminem is heading skyward, for those who thought that I would make you bored and treat you like a piece of plywood, here's confirmation, it's only fair to warn I was born with so many metaphors attached to my damn umbilical cord, warlord of rap little bastard with a 2x4 board that smashed into your Honda Accord, while I'm pumping you full of drugs telling them to just pull the plugs on the gunshot victims full of bullet slugs who were picked up in an ambulance and driven to receiving with the asses ripped out of their pants and given a less than 20% chance of living have a possible placement, it's a hospital patient storing the dead bodies in grandma's little basement, doctor has arrived to perform an autopsy on you while you scream I'm still alive, you gotta move on, don't ever give up the dream dog, I got love for you all, it's true, we brought people together who never would have been in the same room, if it wasn't for working together as a team, that's why the doctor put the pacemaker in me, hey like I said, I'll be back, scarred up, re-energized and still going, you guys all called me the peacemaker, look I'm still flowing, I know when me and M got together to do this music, the more we became an artist we just developed a friendship through it. Enemies, relax, smoke yourself some chronic and light it up. You know I'm about to blow up. You know the two of us in the same place at the same time. You know this is blowing up, but hey, you knowing what? I don't know if they know it or what, who's holding me up, slowing me down, and I do this for what you acting. It's not easy to Derek right to homie, dog. It's like NWA ain't change. If it wasn't for this, then who's playing the game? You know what they say, don't be the hater, be a player to the game. It ain't for him, it's just media. See to them, it's just images. This is no gimmicks, this is blood in and blood out. When there's beef, you just gotta know when to jump in and jump out. If there's a problem, we solve it. If we don't resolve it, it usually just evolves into one big brawl, and we all get involved in it. We should all get a merit. This much beef we inherit and wear it like a badge of honor. Pass it around and share it and let it go to whoever's holding the most current people on their shoulders, and their soldiers got their backs till it's over. It's like I'm too shady to slim to be back in that game. You know I hated confrontation. I truly hated the feuding, but you were down for yours whenever it came to scrapping. If it had to happen, it had to happen. Believe me, I know. Back from fixing cars to painting, whenever I stepped in the booth to getting arrested, sitting across from each other in cells laughing. Is this my life? Then I ask, why am I so differently wired? Am I this Martian? What kind of twisted experiment am I involved in? I'm hearing voices all around me saying, welcome back to the land of the living, my friend. You have slept for quite some time. I'm a spacebound rocket ship and your heart's the moon. Nobody knows me, I'm cold. Walk down this road all alone. It's no one's fault but my own. It's the path I've chosen to go, frozen as snow. I walk the same roads to those who need to be reminded. God has taken extra time to walk with me, to take to understand and to relate to understand, as I walk with you to show you that you're never alone. And hey, you know what? I'm the lucky one to have all of my friends that put a promise in to see the sun rise on this beautiful day. It's such a beautiful thing to see the sun set, a new beginning in time, to let us shine. Let's all shine together, Father. I think it's time to rise, to take the stand, to do what's right. Even if I died for them, maybe then they would start to get two sides of the story. Before knowing my health is to show them. It's crazy to see. It's like going back in time. It's up to me to make a change. If I can't change myself to try and become the better me, then how can I be the one to show you 2020 when I give sight to the blind? From me back to my Father to show you I'm as real as I stand before you. Had walked all the roads, those same roads I was on. Remember when you hear a knock at the door? If you want to know the truth, then just take my hand to see for yourself. I told you that I can't stop. You gotta make them fear you before you make them run from it. I will leave you so knocked out at the South Pole. Nobody fucks with them. Pose mortis and post-mortem. He's dying of boredom. I'll take your best rhymes, record them, to try to flaunt them. I'll just take your punchlines and snort them. Shit-stained drawers. You going to fuck with a me homie? I'll hang it up like some prank calls. You think I'm backing down? You must be out of your dang skulls. I'm almost famous, better think fast. On some riff raft, I catch a flow and get going. No remorse, I'm showing. They slowing for no one, knowing there is nothing you can do about it. Thanks for being patient, I will make no more mistakes. Shit, my potatoes baked. Homie, the veggies on my plate can fly. My fillet is smoking weed, get back if the stakes are high. Shit, I ain't even supposed to be here. By the grace of God I skated, by now y'all are on thin ice with ankle weights. I'd hate to lie, how fucking irritated are you? How much in your face am I? Proof is here in spirit, and I'm the spitting image. I'll mirror it when I stand near it. Your lyric, I couldn't hear it. He forms pyramids and wraps circles around his own lyrics. Ooh, here's a clue, I left dehydrating. Hurry up with the cash, bitch. I got a ride. Who would have thought Slim Shady would be something that he would have bought? That would have made you get a gun and start shooting it off on his block. Now I'm back reincarnated, incarcerated. At the time I contemplate the way that God made it. Lace M with lyrics, that's legendary. I died and came back, so now I hustle with these lyrics as if it's a game of crack. Thugging is in my spirit. I'm lost and not knowing, scarred up but still flowing, energized and still going. I'm passing you. Music is my time machine. Fuck catching lightning. He struck it, screamed shut up and thundered, flipped the world upside down and made it rain upward, rewound the future to the present, paused it. Don't ask how, fuck the past, motherfucker. He's the shit right now, he's the man. Send the fellow Shady. Dang came to wrap the game up and sell it for the fame. To raise hell from hell he came, but didn't come to bore you with the Cinderella story, nor did he come to do the same. He can't afford to be a label in this day and age, and at this stage of the game, mediocrity can no longer be allowed to fly. So say bye to the old me, say hello to the new case of rock, consider it his last hurrah. The coup de grace, raise him high in the sky, keep him up, tell him it's time to bring the place alive. Heaven, this one is for you, Father, and all my angels too. I still love you, that'll never change. Think about all of you every day, I just could never get it together. Hey, wish there was a better way for me to say it. I swear on everything, I'd do anything for all of you on any day. There are just too many things to explain. When it rains, guess it pours. Yes it does. Wish there wasn't any pain. I can't pretend there ain't. I ain't placing any blame. I ain't pointing fingers. Heaven knows there's never been a saint. I know it just feels like we just pissed away our history. Just today, I looked at some pictures. Almost hate to say, I miss myself consciously. Wish it didn't end this way, but I just had to get away. Don't know why, I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm looking puzzled, in a daze. I know it's confusing, you daddy's always on the move, but it hurts when I see you struggle. You come to me with ideas, you say they're just pieces. I'm puzzled cause what I hear is crazy, but you're either getting lazy or you don't believe and you know more. Seems like your own opinion's not one you can form. You can't make a decision. You keep questioning yourself, second guessing, and it's almost like you're begging for my help, like I'm your leader. You're supposed to be my mentor, I can endure no more. I demand you remember who you are, cause now I look up, it's just me standing in the mirror. These walls must be talking, cause man I can hear you daddy, it's me. I get the point, fine, it's too late dad, you made your choice. If that's what you want, I'm not afraid to take a stand. It's been a ride. Come on everybody, I came from that time to be here for you all in this time. Take my hand, let's walk this world together through the storm. Now you might still feel like you're in that place. I'm letting you know that you're not alone. It's not your fault if you're trying to get out. Just follow me, I'll get you there. Watch me when I just stand up and shout it. From this day forward now it's on, and it's on because I said you can't trust a bitch in the business. I got with death row in the dark, he shall emerge from the fiery depths of hell and swallow the shell of the hollow who dwell in the shadows of all who are willing to sell their souls for this rap game. And it goes, shady, I know you're in there somewhere, come here, talk to me, sit here, pull up a chair, look a little closer, isn't that us on that poster? You can't kill a spirit, even if you tried to, you sold your soul to me. Need I remind you, you remember that night you prayed to God you'd give anything to get a record deal? Well, Dre signed you, this is what you wanted your whole life. Marshall, look at this house, look at these cars, I'm so nice, I'm infinite. Now let these words be like a switchblade to a hater's ribcage, and let it be known from this day forward I wanna just say thanks, your hate is what gave me the strength. Let M Bix raise cause I came with 5'9", but I feel like I'm 6'8". Now it's on, and it's on because you could hear M calling out saying 911, hello, what's your emergency? Some cowards tried to murder me. Flashback to September 7th when Tupac was murdered in Vegas. He said that he predicted his own death. Let us never forget it, should we ever live to regret it. So back the car up and pop the trunk. You can't see me, I'm right here. Nelly is out on the front lawn asking why right here. My homie, just hold on, we're all going home. Now give me 50 feet. Defeat is not my destiny. Release me to the streets and keep whatever's left of me. Jealousy is misery, suffering is grief. Better be prepared when you fuck with me. Made a mistake, you should have never put my rhymes with Dre. Them the thugs have arrived and it's judgment day. Hey homie, if y'all feel me, tell them tricks that shot me, that they missed, they ain't killed me. I can make a motherfucker shake, drop and roll, saying thug life, quick to jab at them, and I can make you so famous. Fuck around with Tupac and see how good a thug's aim is. Like the day that John F. Kennedy was assassinated in broad day by that crazed lunatic with a gun. How was I supposed to know he would go and get a gun and start shooting it off on his block? Should I just said it? I didn't know if he would do it or not. They don't know, do they? Who's they for him to say? When I got easy to the E up in this motherfucker saying like he said right out the dumpsters, he came calling himself the beast since I hooked up with E. Shit ain't ever been the same, opened up doors for that homie, and now he be thinking that your flow's beyond tight, but what I write I'm not joking. When I recite manuscripts to an MC, so if it ain't rough then they know it ain't me, cause I run 100 miles just so I can make you chase me and want that bomb, so I get with the lunatic. Ain't nothing changed, they couldn't find the dream when they all ran fleeing the scene, cause all the fools got erased when I threw a motherfucking monkey wrench up in the rap game. Ever since I hooked up with the E, we found M, fucked M, then fled the scene. Why you hating at that bitch? He wanted weed, so Dre and Snoop turned him out. Now he is crystal smoking and everyone be thinking that boy be tripping. I think I should state a few facts, cause I may not get a chance again to say the truth. Shit, it just hit me that what if I would not have made it through? I think about the things I would have never got to say to you. I'd never get to make it right. Here's what I came to do, this one is for you. I repay him with this second chance at life I was given. This is where his whole life takes a dramatic turn and starts to go downhill slow, as he keeps to himself locked away in his bedroom. He tells his parents he is trying to get the two sides of the story, as Tupac is on one side and Biggie is on the other. I don't speak, I float in the air wrapped in a sheet. I'm not a real person, I'm a ghost trapped in my room. Yo, then they asked me if I wanna go with them. I said no, I got to go to school, and he said that ain't no problem. My homie, come on. I said no, I don't really want to go, and you can tell, but he said that he was going to take me anyways, then grabbed me and pulled me into his ride as I yelled, what the hell? He said come on, get on in the ride and let me take you to the other side. I see you don't really wanna go, I can tell, but I'm going to take you anyways. What the hell? I said inhale exhale. I heard that your clientele is doing real well. My homie, you know you need to calm down before county run up in your house, but you don't want to hear that though. Your good days have come and gone. I tried to tell you. Now what's your name? Tell me what's your claim to fame? You really trying to be living large like your last name was Kennedy? The first tried to tell you, lil man. Now how old are you and what you doing skipping school? I see you running with your lil crew out here fighting over red and blue. Now you want to claim gangs, even heard that you bought a 9 milli man, and that ain't it. You started out with chronic on the brain, now you're smoking amphetamines. I ain't trying to sell your dreams, I'm just trying to show you that there is other ways to getting creamed. Take it from me, just go to school, make something of your young life and watch it blow up. You ain't gotta stop being cool, you ain't even gotta stop flossing fancy jewels and fast cars. Just keep it real with your game, son. Don't forget where you came from, cause I told you to fight to say what you want to say. The doctor told me I got heart failure, my heart was failing me, but he put the E in me. From me back to the T on 9/11, they called for me and I was on demand. When the president was on pay-per-view, 9/11 it's an emergency, cowards tried to murder me. I'm back hanging out the sunroof saying this is to live and die in Cali. Forget going back to Cali, to live and die in LA. When I'm hanging out the sunroof saying, and God shall send his one begotten son to lead the wild into the waves of a man. Friends come back around swearing that they was always down. What is life? I'm tired of life, I'm tired of backstabbing ass snakes with friendly grins. I'm tired of committing so many sins, tired of always giving in when this bottle of Henny wins. Tired of never having any ends, tired of having skinny friends hooked on crack and mini thins. I'm tired of this DJ playing your shit when he spins, tired of not having a deal, tired of having to deal with the bullshit without grabbing the steel, tired of drowning in my sorrow, tired of having to borrow $1 when I take this mic from you, man. Oh hey, what up? It's nice to finally meet you, man. My bad about never getting back at you, man. Well, to just keep it on the real, I can't stand a bully that just can't comprehend that I'm not his friend. Don't got no broken heart for the doctor to mend. In 2 weeks you will know. Happy birthday, bitch. When you just out check in the mail, I put a surprise in the mailbox for you. Get it? Just checking the mail. Damn, still don't got that check in the mail. What's really the deal? Not asking for much, just tired of being tired of hearing how you keep saying that you're tired of being tired, cause I'm tired of seeing these people out in these streets hungry without no money to buy themselves a meal, and I'm tired of putting in half the skill from the other half of me that can't see he is just lacking half the skill. Don't need no strap to bust out to show you. After you hear a kid makes a wish and says his final prayer, they got us laced. 2 multi-millionaires catching cases. Now check it. My intentions to get richer. Get ready for the throwdown from LA to Sacktown. down, all the way back to the city of the underground. I put the smack down, tell Dre that this shit's about to go down. Picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture. Hey, I told you the clinical studies show that I'm cynical. It's an amazing task to battle with success. I never gave a fuck, now I give a fuck less. I was born rough and rugged, addressing the mad public. My attitude was fuck it. It was my dream at first to be on spitting a verse on my own album with a deal, but shit got worse. So I came out. I would have killed a motherfucker first before I let him disrespect me and check me over something worse. Some bitch that I wasn't with, I would hit her then quit. But you would pull a talk with her and tell her she was the shit. I told you don't get involved in it. You was smoking the cron with her. Coming out of the bar with her stumbling half drunk like you all was husband and wife or something. But me catching her fucking other bitches must have hurt you pride or something, cause you won't talk back at the mouth with those people like you want to with me, when all I tried to do was show you that your bitch was shifty, and ever since the fans and all the shit that I produced. You're acting like I ain't your man and lying like she can't be loose. But I am really you, friend. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, but don't hate the game or the player, cause the one that is changing is you. This one is for you and me living out our dreams. We are right where we should be. With my arms out wide I open my eyes and now all I want to see is a sky full of lighters. Let's pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars, cause I could really use a wish right now, cause I went away I guess to open up some lanes, but there was no one who even knew that I was going through growing pains. Hatred was flowing through my veins. On the verge of going insane. This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. The views and events expressed here are totally fucked and are not necessarily the views of anyone. However, the events and suggestions that appear on this album are not to be taken lightly. Children should not partake in the listening in this album with laces in their shoes. Slim Shady is not responsible for your actions. Upon reading this, you have agreed not to try this at home. Anything else. Everything in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, make different choices. Destiny is all about the choices we make and the chances we take. You are free to choose, but you are not free from the consequences of your choices. Life is all about making choices. We all make choices. The hard thing is to always do your best to make the right ones, learn from the wrong ones, as we're now only looking back at each other. For those to see our pain is only the reflection in the mirror, looking back at one another, seeing the reality that God gives us to see the right, but by given that right, does it give us the right to judge upon another one's actions? In the end, we all are found by one, and only then will we know of our actions to what ripple effects were made. I just hope the people that had unknowingly did, I now wonder to what makes them to be any better than the other. What was justifiable to them at the time of their actions to bring pain upon a person who may be in the wrong, but when the vengeance made for their own satisfaction and call it karma for their own justice. My father shows you that it does not only affect that one person, but it ripple affects us all. America's known the casualties of war, but not at the center of a great city. On a peaceful morning, America's known surprise attacks, but never before on thousands of civilians. All of this was brought upon us in a single day, and night fell on a different world, a world where freedom itself is under attack. It was meant to send a cryptic message. Now what's the plan? All of a sudden a missing airliner. Well, let me tell you something, planes don't just disappear. I am not as good as I want to be, as great as one day I will be, but thanks to God I am so much greater than I used to be. I sometimes pretend to be normal, but it gets boring, so I go back to being me. I am who I am. Your approval isn't needed. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears and your actions louder than your words. I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regret. Love the people who treat you right. Forgive the ones who don't believe that everything happens for a reason. If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said it would be easy. I just promised it would be worth it. The minute you think about giving up, just think of the reasons why you have held on for so long. When you expect the best, I prepare for the worst. Don't know why. I don't know what else to say. When you're falling behind, I will carry you. Everybody cries, everybody bleeds. No one ever said that life's an easy thing. The good news is for when you fall, it's like you closed your eyes to go to sleep to wake up to another day. That's when you know. For when your times you fall, I will help you back up. There is no telling how many miles I had to go while chasing a dream. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a first step. Trust within God. He will show you. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. I'm not afraid of tomorrow. I know I'm already there. God sometimes takes us into troubled waters, not to drown us, but to teach us. The poorest man on earth who is friends with God is richer than the richest man who is not friends with God. People tell you to be positive. How do you take that when what's around you is negative and can't catch a break? Listen to me spilling my heart through this pen. Just know that I'll never be Marshall again, full of controversy until I retire my jersey, till the fire inside dies and expires at 30. This one is for you and me living out our dreams. We are right where we should be. With my arms out wide, I open my eyes and now all I want to see is a sky full of lighters. Let's pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now. I went away I guess to open up some lanes, but there was no one who even knew what I was going through. Like, do you ever wonder at one point you got to stop living up there and start living down here? Like, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, would you capture it, or would you just let it slip? They ask me what am I doing with my life that's so great. Maybe I'm lost, tired of this feeling of always being alone and so far away from home. I'm here for a whole new generation. It's no longer a mystery. Some think it's scary, while others wonder what's happening. The call that started it all, from me back to my father. This is like something no one has ever seen before. I will be right there. This is a global event to reach out to the other side of the world. You ever get that feeling like you were meant to do something extraordinary? When I'm gone, there's another world inside of me that you may never see. There are secrets in this life that I can't hide. Somewhere in this darkness, there's a light that I can't find. Maybe it's too far away, or maybe I'm just blind. Hold me when I'm here, right me when I'm wrong. Hold me when I'm scared, love me when I'm gone. Everything I am and everything in me wants me to be the one you wanted me to be. I'll never let you down. Even if I could, I'd give up everything, if only for your good. When you're educated justification, cannot see under my skin. If I am looking out to see another, for who I see, I call a monster. Therefore if God put his only son on the cross to die for all our sins today, then here is what has brought me here to say. I won't tell you a damn thing, that I could not tell my friends. I'm just roaming through this darkness, like I'm alive, but I'm alone. Part of me is fighting this, but part of me is gone. You can hold me when I'm scared, but I know you won't always be there, so love me when I'm gone. I'm sorry, please forgive me, maybe I'm just blind. We all are special. Some individuals, it's true, are even more special than others, but we should know if we started working together. You're a part of my family, a part of my life, you're a part of me like I am a part of him. We built an empire for people to remember us long after we're gone. If God is all you have, then you have all that you need. God doesn't give you the people you want, he gives you the people that you need to help you, to guide you, to teach you, to love you, and to make you the person you were meant to be. God can fill an empty heart when God pushes you to the edge of difficulty. Trust him fully, because two things can happen: either he will catch you when you fall, or he will teach you how to fly. Never regret a day in your life. Good days bring you happiness, bad days give you experience. Both are essential. God puts people in your life for a reason and removes them from your life for better reasons. Nothing can compare to the love of God. Now tell me, what do I got to do to get through to you, to show you there's no mountain I can't climb? There's no tower too high, no plane that I can't learn how to fly. They took us for granted, took my heart and ran it straight into the planet, into the dirt. I can no longer stand it. If they don't understand the sacrifices that I made, maybe if they would have acted right, I could have stayed. I already died for you. I just cry with you. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. Now you can't back down when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I want a new life, one without a cause. I'm coming home tonight, no matter what the cost, and if the plane goes down, if the crew can't wake me up, just know that I'm alright and I was not afraid to die. Even if there's songs to sing, my children will carry me. Just know that I'm alright. I was not afraid to die because I put my faith in them. We can't ever say goodbye to this cruel world. Just know that I'm alright, man. Now can anyone tell me, have you ever loved someone so much when they know you're in their heart? Daddy, look what I made. Dad's gotta go catch a plane. Daddy's busy. Daddy's writing this song. This song ain't going to write itself. I'll give you one underdog, and you gotta swing by yourself. Slim Shady's crazy, Shady made me, but tonight Shady's rockabye baby. I keep having this dream. Daddy, you said you ain't leaving no more. Daddy, please, Daddy, don't leave. Daddy, no, stop it. Daddy, don't you die on me. Daddy, better hold your ground, man. Don't I know the sound of that voice? Hey, what Daddy always tell you? My father told me when he was just a little boy, he was looking out his bedroom window late one night to see a shooting star, and he had made a wish, said a prayer before going to sleep, then had this vision that came to him. He was walking in this field and looked up to see this spaceship slowly hovering over everything for as far as he could see. He had turned to run from out of fright as he was going through this chain link fence, when all of a sudden he woke up and ran to his father to tell him of this dream that he had. That his father told him to take a walk with him along the beach. He had said to me, my son, if you take a look behind you to notice there are two different sets of footprints in the sand, that only ends with one set of footprints. That's because for the times you feel like giving up, I will pick you up and carry you. When you see the sun set, a new beginning and time for the sun to rise, just remember a star can't shine without the darkness. If you see someone falling from the sky and he says that he can fly, when you see him slowly returning to the earth and he starts to walk on water to land, you ask me, did he die? I tell you, no, my son. Then you turn to ask me why. I tell you, because my son, it just wasn't his time. For that's only in God's hands. The New York Times printed a photograph that had been taken by Associated Press with the photographer the previous day. So did newspapers all over the country. It showed a man who, having jumped from one of the burning World Trade Center towers, was falling through the air to the pavement, an acrobatics of death. An estimated 7% of those who were murdered on 9/11 died by jumping. There is ample photographic documentation, taken by various witnesses from various angles, of this horrific phenomenon. The Times never ran the photograph, or anything like it, ever again, neither did most other American papers. Indeed, photographs of the so-called jumpers have been rendered taboo, vilified as an insult to the dead and an unbearably brutal shock to the living, though they have been printed abroad, and can be found on the internet, and journalists who have tried to identify the falling, dying man. Straighten up, little soldier, before I'm dead. We going to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now. I will keep you safe, Daddy. Let me go with you. What you crying about? Just know when I'm gone, I can see you're sad. Even when you smile, even when you laugh, I can see it in your eyes, deep inside. You wanna cry cause you're scared I ain't there. Daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here. No more nightmares. We going to pull together through it. No more pain. The stewardess said to fasten my seatbelt. I guess we're crashing. If I'm not dreaming, I turn around, find a gun on the ground and cock it, put it to my brain, scream, die Shady, and pop it. This hurts but I never show. This pain you'll never know. If only you could see when push comes to shove. You got me. When I'm gone, just carry on. Don't mourn, rejoice every time you hear the sound of my voice. Just know that I'm looking down on you, smiling, and I didn't feel a thing. Don't feel no pain. Just smile back. The sky darkens. My life flashes. The plane that I was supposed to be on crashes and burns to ashes. That's when I wake up. Alarm clocks ringing. There's birds singing. It's spring, and I hope you get this message. We family and ain't a damn thing changed unless it's you. I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide them, but this ain't what I'm in hip hop for. It's not why I got in it. That was never my object, for someone to get killed. Why would I want to destroy something I helped build? It wasn't my intentions. My intentions was good. So wait to start the mourning process, rebuilding, and you're still a work in progress. Tell them I respect you, demand it, take control of this, command it, and be the boss. What I mean is, you tell them they better hear you out. This much they owe me, gave up my life for, I'm totally devoted, and this is how I get repaid. I've done my best to them, nothing less than perfectness. I know that if I end this, I'll no longer have nothing left. I backtrack and follow your tracks and they keep treating you like this, they won't be coming back, tell them they know what they have done, there's no need to go in depth, I told them they would be sorry if I left, now they can sound the alarm, they can call out the guards, they can fence in your yard cause they know I can pull all the cards, if they won't back down, then stupid they will feel. I went away to open up some lanes but there was no one who even knew what I was going through, on the verge of going insane, it shouldn't be this difficult to explain, this is why you came back again, they know you hate the fame but love the game. They can be as cold as ice, this is why I remain, I guess, here we go again, from now on, I'm refusing to ever give in to that feeling, like the only thing keeping you from leaping off this building. I can be a prick, if you tempt me, my tank is on empty, no patience is in me and if you offend me I'm lifting you 10 feet in the air, I don't care who is there and who saw me and I am, whatever you say I am if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the papers, the news, every day I am radio won't even play my jam cause I am, whatever you say I am you can hear I'm saying this roof is caving in, this is not the end, I'm pulling for you to push through this feeling, with a little time that should do the healing, by tomorrow you may even feel so good that you're willing to forgive them, even after all that you've been put through, this feeling of resilience is building and the flames are burning quick as firewood through this building, you're sealed in, but you're fireproof, flame retardant you withstood it, as you climb up to the roof you're just chilling, you look down, you're so over them, you could put the heel of your foot through the ceiling the further you put it behind you, give me hope, give me strength, I won't steer you wrong, come along and follow me, as I lead through the darkness, ain't no way I'm going to let them stop me, I don't give a damn what you think, I'm doing this to show the world if it thinks it's stopping me, you can never take my pride from me, right now I'm on the inside looking out, I can feel the heat rising, everything is on fire. Today's a painful reminder of why we can only get brighter, standing in the flames, it's a beautiful kind of pain, setting fire to yesterday and finding the light, yesterday was the tornado warning, today is like the morning after, your world is torn in half, you wake and let's wait to start the morning process rebuilding, you're still a work in progress, today is a whole new chapter, it's like the thunderstorm has passed you, they hurt you so bad, it's like they murdered your ass, threw dirt on your casket but you returned from the ashes, that hurt, that you just converted to gasoline, while you're burning the past, standing at inferno and chant as time passes, things change every day but wounds heal but scars still remaining the same but tomorrow that day has gone down in flames feel the burn, watch the smoke as I return rising, from the flames we're going to save this world together, now with your wings fly away and give everyone this message, tell them I give sight to the blind, my insight through the mind. I exercise my right to express when I feel it's time, it's just all in your mind, what you interpret it as I say to fight, you take it as I'm going to whip someone's ass, if you don't understand, don't even bother to ask, someone's trying to tell us something, maybe this is God just saying we're responsible for this monster, this beast, that we have empowered. A father who has grown up with a fatherless past, who has blown up now to rap phenomenon, that has or at least shows no difficulty multitasking and in juggling, both perhaps mastered his craft, / entrepreneur, who has helped launch a few more rap acts, who's had a few obstacles thrown his way through the last half of his career typical but now moving past that rubber band man, I just snap back. How could we allow something like this without pumping our fists? Now this is our final hour, let me be the voice in your strength and your choice, let me simplify the rhyme just to amplify the noise, try to amplify the times it multiply by 16 million people, are equal at this high pitch. Maybe we can reach Al-Qaeda through my speech, let the president answer a higher anarchy. No more blood for oil, we got our own battles to fight on our own soil. No more psychological warfare to trick us to thinking that we ain't loyal if we don't serve our own country. We're patronizing a hero, people might start to go berserk when I just don't see either one of us budging, so if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, in one moment would you capture it or just let it slip? I was gonna go easy on you not to hurt your feelings but I'm only going to get this one chance, something's wrong, I can feel it, it's just a feeling I've got like something's about to happen but I don't know what, if that means what I think it means, we're in trouble, big trouble and if he is as the man he says he is, I'm not taking any chances, you were just what the doctor ordered, it's my life, in my own words, I guess there's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future but through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor, you gotta be able to smile through all this bullshit and I know sometimes, you just feel tired, you feel weak, when you feel weak, you feel like you just wanna give up but you gotta search within you, try and find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you and get that motivation not to give up and not be a quitter no matter how bad you wanna just fall flat on your face and I know that lately I've been hard to reach, I've been too long on my own but everybody has a private world where they can be alone, are you calling me, are you trying to get through, are you reaching out for me, like I'm reaching out for you cause I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now but hey, what I always tell you, straighten up little soldier what you crying about, you got me, it's been a ride I had to go to that place to get to this one now if you still are in that place and if you're trying to get out just follow me, I'll get you there, why are you looking puzzled, in a daze, I know it's confusing you daddy's always on the move, I can be a prick, if you tempt me, my tank is on empty, I'll nail their coffin, I'm going to tell them where to go, if there should ever come a time where my life's in a rut and I look like I might just give up, hey thanks to you, I'm living life in the fast lane, moving at the speed of life. I can't slow down, I only got a gallon in the gas tank, I'm so hidden and you're never going to see, I'm cold, forgiven all because of my beliefs and I've had it, I'm too strong, I have wept for too long, for too many years and I ain't talking about you cats that try and beat em in battles, excuse me if my head is too big for this building but I have been beaten badly, pushed down, bleeding in the gravel, backstabbed and betrayed, heartbroken and in a rage, no time to be feeling sorry, I'll grieve another day and all those tears are stormed in storm clouds that hover above me and cover the ugly continued to haunt me when I was feeling low, that's the same reason I hold on and never let go, they used to say that I never would be nothing but I believed in you, that's why I'm striding the the roads landing in London. I woke up today in London. As the plane was touching down, maybe I'd be back around. If this keeps me way much longer, I don't know what I would do. You've got to understand it's a hard life that I'm going through, and when the night falls in around me and all I could think about was Monday, I don't think I'll make it through. All I think about is LA. It's getting kind of crazy and New York is getting kind of cold. You keep me from getting lost, so the times you feel like giving up, I will pick you up and carry you. You put your heart and soul into everything you got. Don't ever back down from what you need to do. You never take the easy way through. I may ask you to do things that might seem crazy to you. It's what you thrive in. You are an absolute genius. You can turn into something wonderful if you flip things. Speak up, tell them what life means to you. Father, I need to be a man of this nation as well as a man of my time. Then my son, I am confident that the men and women who carry the honor from this hope, they will acknowledge and give the respect when you continue to give from your life. Father, right now all I can see is people killing each other and hurting one another. That is why I have accepted and dedicated this life to save them. I have therefore chosen this time and this place to discuss a topic on which ignorance too often abounds and the truth is too rarely perceived, yet it is the most important topic on earth: world peace. What kind of peace do I mean? There's an intruder in my house. He cut my phone lines. I can't dial out. I scream for police, but I doubt they're going to hear me. When I shout, a couple of cocktails will send me to jail. There's a couple of cops hot on my trail, but this time, when I get pulled over, there's a Doberman Pinscher and a pit bull in the seat. These pigs will get bit fooling with me. Quit fooling with me, bitch. You're going to see. No pistol in the seat. Why it always gotta be an issue when you're me, and which you're going to see in the long run. I'm going to be the wrong one. You want to harass with this limo tinted glass, flashing that flashlight on my ass. Where was you at last night when the massholes ran up on my grass? Rapper/actor, kiss the crack on my cracker/das. They took away my right to bear arms. What I'm supposed to fight with bare palms? Yeah right, they coming with bombs. I'm coming with flare guns. We as Americans, I'm going to make buku bucks, wearing buku vests, drama hanging over my head like a voodoo hex. I could have been next to fly over the cuckoo's nest, but you know who, with an S tattooed to my chest. But I got the industry pissy. Ever since me and Dre split at 50-50 on 50, it's funny. We got a buzz spreading quicker than making paper airplanes out of a 20. Fuck money, I don't rap for dead presidents. I'd rather see the president dead. It's never been said, but I set precedents and the standards and they can't stand it. My name should have been bastard. The shit should have been plastered on my forehead with a stamp. I should have been blasted. I should have been had a cap pulled in my ass, but I'm too swift and fast for that. I'm past it. I'm too old to go and cruise crash it. Fuck that shit. I done seen how fast this rap shit can turn into some pap shit that quick. Snap click, but this time they got fucking automatic, Jamaican and no one gone. Test this mon, clack. I got a secret if you can keep it between us. I tuck 2 Ninas under my jeans either side of my penis. Under my long johns, under my Sean Johns. When running with the long arm of the law, I'm long gone. I'm going to do 5 years, no less than that, no questions asked. It might be a good idea to stop right here and quit while I'm ahead. Already in the red, already got a steady infrared meant for my head. A target on my back, bigger problems than that. Bin Laden on my ass. He probably gone send a task. I ain't gone even ask. They ain't gone let me pack. They ain't going to give me my semi, but I got my whiz at. We as Americans, US citizens, we gotta protect ourselves. Look at how shit has been. We better check ourselves, living up in these streets. Through worse and through better health, surviving by any means. We are Americans, US as a citizens. We as Samaritans, what did we get ourselves in? We better check ourselves, look at how shit has been. Take a look where you live. This is America and we are Americans. There used to be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying, but now it's elevated, cause once you put someone's kids in it, the shit gets escalated. It ain't just words no more, is it? It's a different ball game. You call names and you ain't just rapping. We actually tried to stop the 50 and job beef from happening. Me and Dre had sat with him, kicked it and had a chat with him and asked him not to start it. He wasn't going to go after him until he started yapping in magazines how he got him. Fuck it, 50, smash him, mash him and let him have it. Meanwhile my attention's pulled in another direction. Some receptionist at the source who answers phones at his desk has an erection for me and thinks that I'll be his resurrection. Tries to blow the dust off his mic and make a new record, but now he's fucked the game up, cause one of the ways I came up was through that publication, the same one that made me famous. Now the owner of it has got a grudge against me for nothing. I did nothing but shoot for the moon. No one is specialer. My skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send a crew back to school, since MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust a rhyme. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakem Shabazz, Tupac and W.A.Q. Hey, Doc, Ren, Yella, Easy, thank you. They got Slim inspired enough to one day grow up, blow up and be in a position to meet Run DMC and induct them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Even though he thinks I walk in the church and burst in a ball of flames, only Hall of Fame I be inducted in is the wall of names on the wall of pain that you think is all a game. Till I walk this block of names, tell me what in the are you thinking? We still have soldiers that's on the front line that's willing to die for us as soon as we give the orders never to extort us. You know what I'm saying. So keep moving, don't take it personal, don't let it get to you, don't let them get the best of you. After you smoke a bag of your weed and start imagining things and you just can't see that, your jealousy and envy just whirls me in a frenzy as I turn on MTV and see my face. I don't exist in your world. I just twist and I twirl till it spirals and spins till you hurl yourself into rage and it's destroying me slowly cause you don't even know me. Even though I torture myself cause I don't need no fortune and wealth, go extort someone else to get served like what you like all in the dough, and now you're acting like you need to push me cause you think it's only to raise me to be someone I'm not, cause it just don't make any sense when I already gave my last 2 cents to the judge for this fella felony I now got. You want to push and pull me, but you know that he can't fool me. He's mad, he has no choice but to scream and raise his voice up at me. It annoys him to see that I ain't scared. These ideas are nightmares to so many parents, whose worst fear is their child, to see him walking around with his headphones blaring, alone in his own zone, cold, and he don't care. He's a problem child. What bothers him all comes out when he talks about his dad walking out. He just needs to know instead of figuring it out on his own. He needs to learn that the more he blocks me out, the more I will show you that I never had left. He'd probably knock him out. His thoughts are whacked. He's mad. He's talking back, talking black, brainwashed from rock and rap. He sings his when he calls it rap and dresses with 2 rags and a stocking cap. His stepfather hit him. He socked him back and broke his nose. This house is a broken home. There's no control. He just lets his emotions go. Entertainment is danger. Intertwine it with gangsters in the land of the killers. A sinner's mind is unholy. Only have one homie. Holding this gun, feeling lonely. Cause don't anyone know me. Everybody just feels like they can relate. I guess words can be great, or even worse, they can teach hate. It's like kids hang on every single statement I make, so if they don't got nothing nice to say, they say music can alter moods and talk to you. Well, can it load a gun up for you and cock it too? Well, if it can't, then the next time you assault a dude, just tell the judge it was my fault and I'll get sued. See, what these kids do is hear about us packing pistols and they want to get one cause they think the shit's cool, not knowing we really just protecting ourselves. We entertainers, of course the shit's affecting our sales. You ignoramus, but if music is the reflection of ourselves, we just explain it and then we get our checks in the mail. It's fucked up, ain't it? How we can come from practically nothing to being able to have any fucking thing that we wanted. That's why we sing for these kids, who don't have a thing, except for a dream, and a fucking rap magazine. Who post pin-up pictures on their walls all day long, idolize their favorite rappers and know all their songs are for anyone who's ever been through shit in their lives, till they sit and they cry at night wishing they died, till they throw on a rap record and they sit and they vibe. We're nothing to you, but we're the fucking shit in their eyes. That's why we seize the moment, try to freeze it and own it, squeeze it and hold it, cause we consider these minutes golden, and maybe they'll admit it when we're gone. Just let our spirits live on through our lyrics that you hear in our songs, and we can. I know the one thing I notice is they never ask me how my day went. On that day the world stopped turning, on that September day. I walked for so long, I'm tired, but I'm just walking down these streets listening to my heart skip beats as I get lost in this game. I'm almost at the finish line, I can't stop now. I don't really know where I'm headed, I'm just enjoying the ride. Just going to roll till I drop and ride till I die, like pedal to the metal. If I don't got enough in the tank, maybe I can just siphon enough to fill up this last one. Man, will I survive in this climate or what? Don't know why, I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm looking puzzled, in a daze. I know it's confusing you, daddy's always on the move. I can be a prick if you tempt me. My tank is on empty, I'll nail their coffin. I'm going to tell them where to go. If there should ever come a time where my life's in a rut and I look like I might just give up, hey, thanks to you, I'm living life in the fast lane, moving at the speed of life. I can't slow down. I only got a gallon in the gas tank. I'm so hidden and you're never going to see. I'm cold, forgiven all because of my beliefs, and I've had it. I'm too strong. I have wept for too long, for too many years, and I ain't talking about you cats that try and beat em in battles. Excuse me if my head is too big for this building, but I have been beaten badly, pushed down, bleeding in the gravel, backstabbed and betrayed, heartbroken and in a rage. No time to be feeling sorry, I'll grieve another day, and all those tears are stormed in storm clouds that hover above me and cover the ugly, continue to haunt me when I was feeling low. That's the same reason I hold on and never let go. They used to say that I never would be nothing, but I believed in you, and that's why I'm striding the roads. I guess I can't give up, and at the times I nearly did, you were right there ready to pick me right back up, showing me you're still here with me, and walk with me to remind me you're here, answering back on all them times I was to beg and I pleaded and dropped to my knees talking to you in prayer, asking why you walked out. I almost died. It was almost a homicide that I felt like I caused, cause I was traumatized. It felt like I was in for a long bus ride. I'd rather die with you than you not be by my side. Can't count how many times I prayed and cried. Go to my room, turn the radio on and hide. Hey, what daddy always tell you? What you crying about? I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. We did not plan it to be this way. Things have got so bad, but then of course everything always happens for a reason. I guess it's just something that they have no control over, and that's why I show them. That's what destiny is. No more worries. Rest your head and go to sleep. Maybe one day you'll wake up and this will be just all be just a dream. Don't you cry, everything's going to be alright, just like I told you. Daddy's not here right now. I'm only gone for the moment. They don't know why. I feel how I feel inside. It's a little crazy, but a promise will remind you that things are going to be alright. They ask me, am I okay? They ask me if I'm happy. Are they asking me that because of the shit that's been thrown at me, or am I just a little snappy and they genuinely care? Daddy, most of my life it's just been me and you there, and I continuously stare at pictures of you. I never got to say I love you as much as I wanted to, but I do. Yeah, I say it now and you can't hear me. What the fuck good does that do me now? But somehow I know you're near me in presence, or I went and dropped some presents off to ease it to them. 2 little beautiful boys of yours to try to ease their minds a little, and dog, you'll never believe this, but Rhonda actually talks to me now. Jesus, and everyone else is just trying to pick up the pieces. Man, how you touch so many lives and just leave us. They say grievance has a way of affecting everyone different. If it's true, how the fuck am I supposed to get over you? Difficult as it sounds, Daddy, that's what we call each other. I don't know where it came from, but it just stuck with us. We was always brothers, never thought about each other's skin colors, till one day we was walking up the block in the summer. It was like 90 degrees. I was catching a sunburn trying to walk under the trees just to give me some comfort. I'm moaning I just wanna get home. When I look over and his shirt is off, I'm like, you gone fry? And like, no I won't. I'm black. Stupid black people, they got melatonin in their skin. We don't burn. Meanwhile, my face is glowing and I felt like I'm on fire, and the entire time you're just laughing at me and snapping at me with your shirt, bastard, and I still still have to get you back for that shit, and by the way, them Playboy rings my mother stole from you. Well, Nate finally got M back. Shit, it must have been at least 16 years ago. Well, I put M in your casket, moving past it. It still ain't registered yet, but you can bet your legacy they'll never forget. The Motor City Motown, hip-hop vet, hip-hop shop dreads. It don't stop there. Yeah, as difficult as it sounds, this may sound a little strange, but I'ma tell it. I found that jacket that you left at my wedding and I picked it up to smell it. I wrapped it up in plastic until I put it in glass and hung it up in the hallway. I can always look at it, and as for all of me and D12, we feel like fuck rap. It feels like our general just fucking died in our lap. We shut off all our pages, all our cell numbers is changed, our 2 ways are in the trash. Some cats will have to find a new way, and I know that it feels like the dreams will die with you today, but the truth is they're all still here, and you ain't Purple Gang. You gotta pressing on. Don't ever give up the dream, dog. I got love for you all, and daddy, it's true you bought people together who never would have been in the same room if it wasn't for you. You were the peacemaker, daddy. I know sometimes you were moody, but you hated confrontation and truly hated the feuding, but you were down for yours whenever it came to scrapping. If it had to happen, it had to happen. Believe me, I know you're the one who taught me to throw them balls back on Dresden. From making cars to paintballing, getting arrested, to sitting across from each other in cells laughing and jesting. They tried to hit us for 5 years for that, no question. I guess them hookers and bums that we shot up didn't show up for court, so we got off on a technicality. Left sweating me, you and what's his face, I forgot his fucking name. Shame he even came to your funeral. He betrayed our team, and if I see him again I'ma punch him in the fucking face. And that's on Hallie Jade, Whitney Lane, and Elena's name. I let the pistol bang once just to leak a shot in the air for you and pour some liquor out for you with Obi in the parking lot of 54 just before we were supposed to get in cars to come and see you once more. Difficult as it sounds, I know I let you down, and though you say the days are happy, why is the power off and I'm fucked up?